Welcome back to my 1954 Milwaukee Braves replay. Before we get started, I thought I would start out by showing what my desktop kind of looks like. I know I enjoy seeing other people's setup, and like I had mentioned in my last video, I use the computer and the cards and dice. I like to read the results from the cards and the charts and then put it in the computer and let it do the heavy lifting. But eventually I might get a camera to kind of show the desktop as well, but right now I'm just doing the screen recording as of now, just getting started. So anyway, I thought everybody might like to see that, so we will get to our game. The game today is the last of three with the Brooklyn Dodgers. As you can see, we have lost the first two, 2-1 and 3-0. We was shut out by Carl Erskine yesterday, or Erskine. And today it's Lou Burdett going up against Russ Meyer. As you can see, Lou Burdett's 3-3 with a 2.91 ERA so far. Russ Meyer is 4-4 with a 4.57 ERA. And then after this game, the Pirates are in for 4 games. So they, the worst team in the National League. They have been playing better, but hopefully they will be an opponent. But would like to get one win from the Dodgers. So far on the season, we are 2-4, 1-3 at home against them. So let's get to the game.
Replay Radio is live from Milwaukee. Top of the first.
As of now, we are 2 games out of first. The Chicago Cubs are in first place, and Philadelphia is in third. We're both equally 2 games behind. We're just ahead on them on percentage points. So here we go. So Lou Burdett will face Don Hoak to lead off. Get to my lineup. I prefer that. So Don Hoak leads off, 169, 4 home runs, 12 RBIs. And he's a 4-1-6. 4-1-6, and that will be a ground out to Danny O'Connell to start the game. One away, and that brings up Pee Wee Reese. Pee Wee's batting .260 with 1 home run and 16 RBIs. 2-6, that will be a outfielder's range check along with the ballpark check with it. As I've said before, County Stadium is a pitcher's ballpark, so that should help us here. It looks like it's hit to Pafko, who is our weakest outfielder. So it looks like anything under a 56, we will be all right. And that's a 26, and Pafko gets to it and makes the play. 2 away. That brings up Jackie Robinson, who is having a phenomenal year. He's batting .398, 9 home runs, 35 RBIs, an impressive .451 on base percentage. 6-5-1, that will be a 32, and that will be a pop out to Eddie Matthews at third to end the inning.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
So Lou Burdett retires the Dodgers in order.
Bottom of the first.
So as you can see, in real life, Russ Meyer had a little better year than he's having so far. Well, it's pretty comparable, just a half-run difference. His whip is relatively close to what he was. So Bill Bruton is batting .296, 2 home runs, 17 RBIs, 13 stolen bases. 1-2-6, and that will be a pop out to Billy Cox at second base. 1 away. Johnny Logan is up, batting .290, 23 RBIs, which is pretty impressive for a guy batting second. He's third on our team in runs batted in. 3-1-5. That could be good. That's 74. And that will be a triple in the gap. Let's see how many that is for Logan. That'll be his first triple of the year. Oh, wait a minute. That won't be a triple either. His physical card is different than the computer card. He's about the only one I've seen this with this season. I've contacted the fellows who run the game, and they said that they would fix that in the next update. So actually, on a 3-1-5, that's going to be a 9, and that will be a single to right field instead. That in wrong, so let me erase that and try again. 3-1-5. There we go. Same result. Johnny Logan is on base with one out. Eddie Matthews, who's continuing to slump, he's hitting a little better, but still at 250. 15 home runs, hasn't had a home run in a while. He gets a 3-5-1. That's going to be a 6. Looks like that'd be a short fly out to Furillo in center field. And that will be 2 out for Joe Adcock. So far this series, in 2 games, we've only scored 1 run, so we'd like to break out of that. Normally the Dodger pitching is not that great. So 5-6-5, and that will be a 4 on the 5 column, and that's a ground out to P.B. Reese at shortstop.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on.
So after 1, we are 0-0.
Top of the second.
So Lou Burdette, his win-loss percentage isn't that great, even though he's got a pretty good ERA going. So he'll face Gil Hodges, who had a 2-run home run in yesterday's 3-0 loss. 3-2-2. That would be a 4, so that also a ballpark check. So again, the ballpark might help us out here a little bit with the percentage. So he needs a 65 to get on base. He gets a 44, so that's a fly out to Pafko in right field, 1 away. Carl Furillo steps to the plate. Carl is batting .300 on the season, 5 home runs, 30 RBIs. Having his normal good year. 5-3-6, and that will be a 7, and that will be a walk.
Ball 4. Take your base.
So as you can see from Lou Burdette's 5 column, he is an average of 2. Obviously rolling a 6 didn't help on that. But he typically doesn't walk too many. So far he's walked 21 in 66 innings. So Roy Campanella, who is back from injury, Duke Schneider and Jim Gilliam both are still injured. Campanella was out the first 2 games, but he's back today. He didn't have his normal great season in 54. I think he was hurt some. Still, he's in the replay is batting .252, 9 home runs, 23 RBIs. So the Braves will be at double play depth. Looks like on his card he's got a few double play opportunities. 2-1-2. So that's going to be a 40. Looks like he's going to bounce to the pitcher and miss a game. Another one. So that's actually that's the shortstop. So it's a slow roller. So Furillo is able to get to second. And that's 2 away for Billy Cox. Billy Cox batting 175, a home run and 8 RBIs. He's filling in at second today for the injured Junior Gilliam. 5-6-2, so that's a 4. So that's a ground out to shortstop. 5-6-2.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the second.
So the Braves will come to hit. Seeing if they can do some damage here against Russ Meyer. And he has pitched once against us so far, and he was 0-1 with a 43.20 ERA. So we roughed him up pretty good the first time we faced him. But so far he's got through the first inning. Hank Aaron, the rookie left fielder. 5-3-3. And that would be a ground out to Pee Wee Reese at short. One away. Andy Pafko still mired in a year-long slump at 210, 266 on base percentage, just a couple of home runs, 17 RBIs. He rolls a 3-2-4, so that will be that could be good. Russ Meyer's 3 column is not very good. And that will be a ballpark check, so that's going to hurt us. Let's let the computer do the heavy lifting and figure that out. So we need a 51 or better to get on base. And he gets a 56. So the former Dodger gets on first base with a single. I just a couple days ago picked up a biography called Handy Andy at Half Price Books. Started his career out with the Cubs, spent a couple years with the Dodgers, and then finished up with the Milwaukee Brewers. He started last year when they started in Milwaukee, and he's actually a Wisconsin fella, so I think he was pretty excited to be able to play for a hometown team. So I'm looking forward to read that. I like to do a little reading with my replays. It kind of puts a little meat on the bones. So Danny O'Connell's up with 1 out. He's a good bunter, but I'm not going to bunt, but I might try a hit and run here. Pafko's a decent runner. So 5-4-2. 5-4-2.
It's a hit and run.
So if anything over a 3, he will throw Pafko out at second. So he gets a 2. So he advances the runner at least. So Pafko makes it to second. Danny O'Connell is out 4-3 on the hit and run. Put that in my scorebook. So Charlie White steps to the plate. He's given Dale Crandall the day off. So far, he is batting 125 and 16 at bats. Nothing impressive. He is a lefty to Meyer's righty, so 3-6 will help us. 4-2-2, so that's a ground ball to Cox. Cox is a 3. That's a 22 with the infield back, and that looks like a single off the fielder's glove, if I read that correctly. Oh, they're going to intentionally walk him. Great. Well, I suppose that is the sound strategy, but I would have preferred the hit. So anyway, Lou Burdette steps to the plate. He's batting 105 with a couple RBIs. With 2 outs, obviously we'll have to let him hit away. 6-2 would have been a good roll on most other hitters, but as it is, it's a 5, that's 19, so that's a deep fly to right field.
No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left on.
So he gave it a ride.
Top of the 3rd.
But not far enough. So Walt Morin will step to the plate. He's playing for the injured Duke Snider. Batting .200 with an RBI and 50 at-bats. He actually had a better season than that. He hit .275 in real life. 1-3-1. That'll be a strikeout. First strikeout of the day. As you can see, Lou Burdett, from his column 1 and 2, Lou Burdett is not a strikeout pitcher. He's got 26 strikeouts in 67 innings. So that brings up the pitcher, Russ Meyer, who's batting .050. Does have 3 walks. 5, 6, 4. That'll be a 5. Looks like that will be a ground out to Matthews. And there are 2 away. So Don Hoke is 0 for 1. Grounded out to Danny O'Connell back in the 1st inning. 5, a 5, 3. Looks like that's going to be a walk. Lou Burdett has a raised number there, so it actually has to be over a 2 for him to get a walk. And he gets a 5. So walk after all. That is one good thing about playing the computer. Sometimes it'll catch things that I miss. So I like that. Pee Wee Reese steps to the plate, and he flew out to Pafko, his first at bat. Lou Burdett would like to get him out before he has to face Robinson, Hodges, and Furillo and Campanella. 5, 2, 6. That's a 35 on 5. And that will be a strikeout.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 3rd.
Alrighty, bottom of the 3rd. Top of the Brave lineup coming up. We'll lead off with Bill Bruton, who popped out to Billy Cox at second base in the 1st inning. 4, 2, 5. Reese is a 2, so that's going to be a ground out. Throws out the speedy Bill Bruton for 1 out. Johnny Logan, who singled, got his average up to 293 for the season. And 1-1-3 is going to be a 23, and that's a long single plus an error. And looks like it's going to be the center fielder, Pafko, or Furillo rather. And Furillo has a 65, so that's not likely going to be an error. Oh, 63, it was close. But he is able to make the clean pickup and get it back to the infield. Johnny Logan is 2 for 2, so he's doing his job setting the table. Eddie Matthews is not doing his job cleaning it off. So we've got 1 out here. I'm going to let Matthews hit away. So it's been a good while since he's hit a home run. 5-1-1, that's a 6, and that will be a walk. But Meyer has a raised number of 3, so we got a 50% chance of him walking. Oh, well, there's yeah, when you have a runner on first, it's automatically just 2 balls. So we will try again. See if we can get something in the 6th column here for Matthews. 3-1-4. That should be good. Looks like that's going to be a 17. And I think that's a double to the center field gap. That would be the 5th double for Eddie Matthews. So we got the third base coach is going to send Logan home. And 7, he makes it, with Matthews having a chance to make it to 3rd. And he has to hold up. He had a pretty good chance there, 1 out of 4. So Eddie Matthews delivers. And I already forgot what, I think that was his 5th double. Yeah, double number 5. I'll write that in my scorebook here. So Eddie Matthews hits double number 5 of the season. Drives in his 40th run of the year. He's the first Brave to get to that number. I believe Stan Musial is still leading the league in RBIs up in the upper 40s. So we'll see if we can keep this rally going. Joe Adcock, he grounded out to Pee Wee Reese in the 1st inning to end the 1st inning. 1-2-1, that's going to be a strikeout. That's not it, Joe.
Strike 3, you're out.
So Russ Meyer gets the 2nd out of the inning, and that brings up Hank Aaron. Hank bounced out to Pee Wee Reese to lead off the 2nd. Looking for a 2-out clutch hit here. And he's going to ground out to Don Hoke at 1st or 3rd base. Oh, crap.
Strike 3, you're out.
Entered the wrong number again.
1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left on. Top of the 4th.
Hate when I do that. All right, let's enter this right. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left on.
Well, the Braves put 1 on the board, which equals their total for the series so far.
Top of the 4th.
So Jackie Robinson popped out to Eddie Matthews, his 1st at bat. 3-6, and he is a righty, and Lou Burdett's a righty, so that will be a line out to Johnny Logan. Hit it hard, but right at Logan. And Joe Hodges, he flew out to Andy Pafko to lead off the 2nd. 1-4-2. That would be a 38. That will be a bouncer out to Eddie Matthews. Goes on to 1st. 2 away. Carfarillo, he has got his 20th walk. Well, that's pretty impressive there. 20 walks and 6 strikeouts and 170 at bats. That is very good. You don't see that too much in today's game. So that will be a ballpark check. Lands on Lou Burdett's 1 column, which is a 2, so that will help, and the ballpark will help us here too. So that should be a pretty low percentage, so I'll let the computer do the heavy work. So I need a 64 or better. And of course he rolls a 66. So Carfarillo squeezes out a 2-out base hit. Roy Campanella, back from injury, grounded out to Johnny Logan, his 1st at bat. 5-2-5. That's a 30 on 5. And it looks like that's a fly out to center field to end the inning.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 4th.
It's always good to shut down the opposition after you score a run. See if we can add to that here in the bottom of the 4th. Andy Pafko singled and got as far as 2nd base in the 2nd inning. looking to lead off things here with a hit. 1, 4, 5, 38. And that'll be a bounce out to third base. Pope makes the play over to Hodges. One away. Danny O'Connell grounded out to second base on a hit and run. He's 0 for 1. 6-6-1. Looks like that will be a 9, so it's going to be a base hit. Normally 6-6 is home run area, but as you can see, Danny O'Connell only had 2 home runs and 541 at bats. So that brings up Charlie White. Looks like Charlie White's got some decent hit and run numbers. Let's give it a shot. I like the hit and run. Two, 5-1.
It's a hit and run.
So he fouls it off, so it doesn't count. And we won't let him do it again, so he's going to have to hit away here. I'm not going to butt for the pitcher, and even if I wanted to, he's a 5 bunter, which is as bad as you can get. Oh, he hits a 6-6. And against a right-hander, that's an 8. So that would be a 10. It is a ballpark, so that would probably be even less likely to be a home run. We'll let the computer figure that out. So at least a 63 for a little chance. He rolls a 46, but he gets a hit. It's a single to center field, and Danny Logan holds at first base or at second base. And that brings up the pitcher.
The defense is playing in at the corners.
Looks like Lou Burdett is just an average bunter. Doesn't look like he has too many double play opportunities, so I'm just wondering if it might be worth a shot. You never know. Could get an error or something. I'm going to let him hit away with 1 out. It's not conventional, but let's see what happens. 4-1-2. So that's going to be a 9. Looks like that's going to be a fielder's choice, so I think we'll get a runner to third at least. So Charlie White is out. That's 4 unassisted at second base for the second out. O'Connell makes it to third. Lou Burdett's on first with the fielder's choice. So it's kind of like half of a sacrifice bunt. Got half of the people over. So Bill Bruton looking for a 2-out clutch hit here. We've got 6 hits so far and only 1 run to show for it. So far Bruton's 0 for 2. 4-1-1. So that would be to Hodges, and it's going to be an error shot, error check. And Hodges has a 55, so he's doesn't make many errors. So we'll see. Need over a 55 here, and he doesn't. And he makes the play. 3-2-6.
No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left on.
We have left a grand total of 6 on base
Top of the
already.
5th.
Can't beat the Dodgers like that. All right, Billy Cox grounded out to shortstop, his first at bat, to improve his impressive 173 batting average. 5-4-2. Looks like that'll be a ground out to Danny O'Connell. Easy ground out. Nope. 5-4-2. That should have been to Danny O'Connell. I don't know why they put that. Oh, I see. I'm in the wrong column. I was looking at the 4 column on the pitcher's card. Again, the computer saves the day. So Billy Cox is out 3-1. 1 away. Walt Moore struck out his first at bat. 3-1-3. It'll be a 21 on 3. And it's a fly out to Billy Bruton in center.
Swing away. Russ Meyer bounced out to Eddie Matthews back in the third inning. 2-1-4. That's a 54 on 2. Looks like that's a ground out to second base. 2-1-4. Russ Meyer's going to bat. And that ends the inning.
An easy inning to score. 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the 5th.
So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Lou Burdett's throwing a one-hitter. Hate for him to pitch a good game and get another loss. He's at 3-3 with a ERA under 3. Not that great, but Johnny Logan trying to help. He's singled twice and scored a run. And that's going to be a strikeout.
Strike 3, you're out.
One away. Eddie Matthews steps to the plate. And he had a RBI double, his 5th double of the season. 3-2, that's going to be a ballpark check. Anything over a 56, and he gets a 45. So he flies out to left. Hits it the opposite way to Jackie Robinson. Joe Adcock is grounded out and struck out. He left 2 runners on back in the 3rd. 3-3-5, and it should be good. It'll be an 18. It's going to be a double for Adcock. It'll be his 10th double of the year. Wish he'd have done that back in the 3rd. Double number 10. Joe Adcock. So we've got a 2-out rally going here. That brings up Hank Aaron. Grounded out twice. His average has plummeted. At one point back in May, he was like 320. So he is mired in a bit of a slump. And he's going to ground out to first base to end the inning. Another runner left on base.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on.
Left a whopping 7 on so far.
Top of the 6th.
Let's see if Lou Burdett can hold him. We've got the top of the order coming up. Don Hoke has walked and grounded out. 2-4-2, and that's going to be, I believe, a foul out to the second baseman. So Connell ranges over into foul territory and puts it away. 1 away. Pee-wee Reese is 0 for 2. Flew out to right field and struck out. 3-4, it'll be a chance for a rare play. And it won't be, it'll be a number. So Reese is trying to beat it out to first. And with his speed, he does. So it's an infield single. So he does his job. Got the Braves or the Dodgers Murderers Row coming up. At least Duke Schneider's not in the mix. Jackie Robinson's 0 for 2. Still batting .393 on the year. 5-1-1. That's going to be a 6. So it looks like with the infield halfway, that should be a fielder's choice, or a force out at second. Unless I'm missing something. Nope. 5-1-1. That's a 6. Okay, that was a 6 and a 5. So he will have 2 balls, and we'll get another crack at it. 5-5-2. That's a 21 on 5, and that's going to be a walk.
Call 4. Take your base.
That raised number only counts if you're in 6, 7, 8, or 9 on column 5, not the higher ones. So the Dodgers are threatening here. Brings up the ever dangerous Gil Hodges. He's 0 for 2 so far. Oh, we got an action chart here. Lou Burdett has a 5 wild pitch rating. That's normally what this is. So let's see if he can. And he is blocked by Charlie White. So Gil Hodges get another crack at it. 0 for 2. 2, 4, 1. That's a 20 in column 2. It's a fly out to right. I believe it's deep enough to advance anyone. And that's an important out for Burdett. Really important. So see if he can retire Carl Furillo. Carl Furillo hasn't been retired yet. He has walked and singled. Got his average up over 300 at 304 with that last single. That's not good. Not good at all. That's a 13. That's a home run. That'll be the 6th. 6-2-6. The 6th for Carl Furillo.
He now has 3 RBIs today.
So, Carl Furillo. It's home run number 6. Drives in 3 runs, which will get him 33 for the year. And the Brooklyn Dodgers are up 3-1. Rick Campanella is 0 for 2. 1, 2, 6. That's a 39. So ground out to first base in the inning.
3 runs, 2 hits, and none left on. Bottom of the 6th.
All right. Second half of the lineup coming up. Andy Pafko, who has got 1 hit today. Grounded out to Hoke his second time up. 5-5-1. That's a 16 on 5. And that's an infield single. So Pafko looks like he beats out a single. Followed by an base action chart. Russ Meyer, his wild pitch is a 4. And it'll be a 6, which will be nothing. No check at all. So Danny O'Connell up. He's singled and bounced out. I'm going to let him hit away here. 1-1-3, that's good. It's a 13, so that'll be a single up the middle. Runners of 4 or 5 advance 2 bases, so Pafko is not that. So Charlie White is up. He was intentionally walked and singled. Well, he is a double play machine. His 1 and 4 column. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, he's really likely to hit a double play. So I'm going to hit and run with him here. He is a decent hit and runner. A little risky hit and running with a guy on second. 1, 3. Well, he would have struck out. Let's see what happens here.
It's a hit and run.
So anything under a 3, and he's out at second. So Pafko makes it to third. O'Connell is out 4-6 at second base. Charlie White reaches on a fielder's choice. This is not a double play. A little early to pinch hit here, so I guess I'll let Burdette swing away. We're at half double play depth. 5-1. Well, looks like we might have a 5-1-2. It's a 28. It's a fly out to right, but I think it's going to be deep enough to get the run in at least. So Lou Burdette gets a sacrifice fly, his third RBI of the season. To right field, do the second out. And gets an RBI. So we draw back within one. Lou Burdette with the RBI sacrifice fly. And that brings up Bill Bruton, who is 0 for 3 today with Charlie White on first base and 2 out. 5, 6, 3. It's a ground out to second base. 5, 6, 3.
1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left on. Top of the 7th.
All right, see if Lou Burdette can hold him. Here, Billy Cox is 0 for 2. 5-3-3, that's a 6. That's a walk, but he has a raised number. So we'll see. This is 1 and 2, and he walks.
Ball 4. Take your base.
It's amazing how rare those raised numbers make a difference. I'm sure they do, but they don't. I don't typically see it. So Billy Cox leads off with a walk here in the top of the 7th. Walt Morin steps to the plate. He is 0 for 2 today. 4, 6, 4. Oh, he's going to lay down a bunt.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
And it's back to the pitcher, who is in. It's interesting with the pitcher coming up next. It looks like he's going to hit into a fielder's choice. So Burdette grabs the bunt, fires it to Logan at second, and there's 1 away. 1 to 6. That brings up Russ Meyer. Can't imagine them pinch hitting for him with him pitching as well as he is, but let's bring the third baseman in. Let's just bring the corners in. So far, Russ Meyer's grounded out twice. 3, 1, 2. I think that'll be a dribble to the catcher if they let him hit. Nope, he's going to lay down.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
So always re-roll when that happens. So he's a pretty good chance here to get. So he is a 62. He gets it down. He's out 1 to 3. Walt Morin makes it to second. There's 2 away with Don Hoke, runner on second base. Morin not very fast. 6, 1, 3. That will be a deep fly to left, looks like.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on.
Dodgers have only left 4 on today. A 3-run homer. Looks like
Bottom of the 7th.
looks like Lou Burdette got a boost in his tire rating. All right, at the top of the lineup here, starting with the second hitter. Need to get something done here, fellas. Johnny Logan's 2 for 3 with a run scored. 5, 6, 3, and he will ground out to first base. 1 away. Matthews has doubled in 3 at-bats with an RBI. 1-3-5. It's a 33. And he's going to draw a walk. You know you get a lot of walks if you got one on the 1 column.
Ball 4.
I'm pretty sure he's leading the league, or at least in the top 2 or 3. Richie Ashburn for the Phillies, he walks a lot. So Joe Adcock's up. He's doubled in 3 at-bats. 4-4-3. So that's going to be to the third baseman, who's a 2. That's a 47 with the halfway. So that's going to be a line out with a possible double play. I hate those. So he lines out to, oh, wait a minute. That's right, 4-4-3. Yeah, I rolled right. I guess I misread it again. So Don Hoke has 4. Yeah, that's an 11. I don't know what I was looking at. So 21 or more, and you got an error. 46, and he makes an error. That could prove to be costly. An E5. That would be Don Hoke's 6th error this season. Put that in the scorebook, if I can find him. Don Hoke, error number 6. All right. So we got runners on first and second with Hank Aaron up. Eddie Matthews got pretty good speed out at second. Adcock's kind of slow. 2-4-2, and that's going to be a fly out to center field, looks like. Hank Aaron continues his woes, going 0 for 4. Andy Pafko's got 2 hits today. Scored a run. 2 for 3. Come on, Andy Pafko, do some damage to your former teammates. 3. That's a rare play opportunity. 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's a foul. That's a 1, so it's going to be a foul, and there's a lot of foul room here. So anything under a 53 is a foul out to the third baseman. Oh, crap. Keep missing the dice roller. 24. He fouls out to Don Hoke.
No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 2 left on.
Well, the Braves are not able to capitalize on the error, and they have now left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 runners on base. That's pretty crappy.
Top of the 8th.
All right, well, Lou Burnett got a boost in his endurance. He's up to 10 batters. So Piri Reese has singled and scored in 3 at-bats. Trying to hold him here to stay within striking distance. And that's a ballpark range check here on column 3. So he needs a 64. And we get a 26. So that's a number out in front of the plate. Charles White throws him out. 1 out. Jackie Robinson's 0 for 2 with a walk and scored a base. Still batting an impressive .393. 6-3-5. That's a 34. That will be a short fly out to Bill Bruton. If I read it correctly, and I did. So there's 2 away. Other than that home run given up to Ferrillo, Lou Burdett has pitched a pretty good game. I say that, and Gil Hodges will hit a homer here, but so far he is 0 for 3. 6-5, got close. 4, that would be a 38. And that looks like a strikeout.
And just like that, the inning's over. Bottom of the 8th.
Bottom third of the Brave lineup coming up. Leading off with Danny O'Connell. Danny O'Connell is 2 for 3 today. Got his average up to 333. 6.54. That's a 33 in column 6. Is a pop out to second base. And the Braves are down to 5 outs. Charlie White is 1 for 2. He's intentionally walked back in the second inning. 3-4, so we've got the rare play opportunity. Hopefully we don't get the foul opportunity. A lot of foul ground here at County Stadium. So we got a rare play opportunity. So we'll roll the dice, and I'll let the computer look it up for me. So that's a 35, so that's probably going to be a generic one. Okay, roll against the catcher's defense rating, and he loses 1 because he's a visitor. I kind of like that, give you a little home field advantage. So anything over a 4, and Charlie White will beat out a single, and he gets a 5, so he does it. So that's an infield single for Charlie White. And he brings up the pitcher.
The defense is playing in at the corners.
This late in the game and this close, you've got to bring in a pinch hitter. I love not having the DH, the strat, especially in a computer simulation like this. I like having the strategy. But let's see who we got here. Let's bring up Catfish Medkovich. Great name for a ball player. So he's a lefty. Write him here in the scorebook. So far this season, he is batting .357 with no home runs and 4 RBIs. He pinch hit in yesterday's game and hit a double, but unfortunately didn't help us score any runs. So he steps to the plate. He is a grand double play candidate, unfortunately. But let's see what we can do here. They got the corners in, interestingly enough. He's not much of a hit and runner, don't look like. 1-1. I think that's going to be a... Yes, that's a bouncer back to the pitcher for a single and a possible error. And Myers' error rating is 25, so this could be good. One column is horrible. As you can see, Catfish Medkovich has got 35 over there 3 times, and they are all double plays. So we got the wrong column, but the right row. So let's see if Myers throws it away, and he does. 64. That's very good. So Catfish Medkovich comes through with another pinch hit. And it's an E1.
They're making the call to the bullpen.
And that's it for Meyer. And they will bring it on Jim
They
Hughes.
brought the infield in.
Jim Hughes, who is their best pitcher. He's a little underperforming this year. He's 0-2 with 5 saves and a 5.52 ERA. I want to see how many errors that was for Meyer. That's his second one of the year. So Wes Meyer makes error number 2. And Jim Hughes, I'll put this in the scorebook, comes on to pitch, right-handed pitcher. And it is Card. Let's find Jim Hughes, there he is. And that brings up Bill Bruton with a chance to do some damage here. They're going to bring the infield in. Bruton's a pretty good bunter, but Charles White's not that great of a... I guess I could put in a pitch runner. We don't have a lot of speedy guys on the bench. Metkovich is pretty slow out there too. Let's see what Bill Bruton can do. Maybe he can squeeze one through the infield drawn in. 4, 6, 4. So that's going to be hit to Reese. There's a 2. It's a 7 with the infield in. 7, a slow grounder. So the defense has a choice here. So we'll see what they choose to do. If they choose to go home with it, they'll probably choose to go home with White being as slow as he is. Oh, they're going to intentionally walk him. Interesting. Wow. I didn't see that coming. I guess they want to set up the double play and get the righty up.
They've brought the infield in.
Interesting. So I did all that for nothing. So Johnny Logan is 2 for 4. I'm definitely going to let him swing away. See if he can get us in here. 5, 4, 6. So that's a 50 on 5. And that's going to be an action chart. So looks like we got a chance here to get something in on a wild pitch or a pass ball. 5, 4, 6. So Hughes is he's a 0 wild pitch. So this is automatically going to be a wild pitch. If we get a wild pitch, which we do. That's 43 I rolled. 2. And that's a wild pitch. So Charles White scores on the wild pitch. Metkovich makes it to third. The speedy Bill Bruton goes to second.
They've brought the infield in.
So that intentional walk didn't pay off too good. Let's see how many wild pitches that is for Hughes. Oddly enough, that's his first. With a wild pitch rating like that, you would have expected more. So Johnny Logan still at the plate. Infield in here. 1 away. Looking to put the Braves ahead here in the bottom of the 8th. 1, 3. And that's going to be a strikeout.
Strike 3, you're out.
So no clutch hitting there for Johnny Logan. That brings up Matthews. There's a good chance they're going to walk him, but I will roll it here just to see. Well, he's going to strike out if they don't. Nope, they don't.
Strike 3, you're out.
Well, so
1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on.
2 more left on. With the clutch hitting today, we've got 11 hits and only 3 runs. That's pretty crappy, but at least we tied it up. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, 2 more left on. So we tie it up here in the 8th.
Top of the 9th.
So let's see, the Dodgers have a bunch of righties coming up. So I think I'll go with Dave Jolly. He's our normal relief pitcher. So put him in the book. That'll be it for Burdette. Pitched another pretty good game to get another no decision. At least he's not going to get the loss. So Carl Furillo's up. Get Lou Burdette's card. Or Dave Jolly, I mean. So far Dave Jolly is 1-2 with 3 saves with a 2.70 ERA. He starts off with Carl Furillo, who hit that 3-run homer back in the 6th to give the Dodgers their runs. 6-1-2. It's a 17. It's a deep fly out to left field. 1 away. 6-1-2. 1 away. Roy Campanella steps up. He is 0 for 3. Oh, that's not good. 6-2-2. That's going to be a 10. And it's a ballpark column. So that will help us with the home run chance here a little bit. So he needs a 65 just to have a chance. There's a 62, so he singles. Yeah, Campanella had a really off year this year. So Billy Cox with one away. We will put the infield halfway. Cox has walked today in 3 plate appearances. And that's a rare play opportunity. Oh, they're going to pinch run. Yeah, see, they do that a lot. I'm going to override that because you're not going to take Gil Hodges or Jorge Campanella out of the game. So I'm going to override that. So it's rare play. So let's see what we got. Oh, that's a foul territory check. And as we have discovered earlier, a lot of the foul room here. So Matthews going over to get it. And it's a 62. Lands in foul territory. So Billy Cox still at the plate. 2-1-6. And that's going to be a 33. So that's going to be a ground out to the pitcher, looks like, with some time off coming up. 2-1-6. Nope, we don't want to do that. 2-1-6. So he advances the runner, but he will be out for 3 games. Start the next game. It's an interesting injury setup they have in this game. It's not terribly realistic, but it does work really well about giving people time off. I'm not doing as played. I'm doing where the split, people who have splits or with the team they played with the most, going with that. And so it seems to be doing a pretty good job of, making sure people have time off, kind of simulating injuries. I didn't like it at first, but I have grown to be okay with it. So 2 outs, and Walt Morin is up. So if Jolly can get him out here. Oh, I was just looking at that column. Lefty here would have been good. So that's a ballpark check. No. 6-2-2. So the ballpark might help us. He's going to single him in at any rate. So that's a 36. Walt Morin puts the Dodgers ahead by 1. It's going to be his second RBI of the season. So they got Hughes here. They probably should. If they try to pinch hit, I'm going to override that because he's their main closer, and they want him back the next inning. And back then, relievers would pitch more than 1 at bat. And he's going to strike out. Nope. 1, 2, 2, 4.
Strike 3, you're out.
1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left on.
So he strikes out to end the inning. And the Dodgers go ahead by 1. 1 and 2 hits on the left.
Bottom of the 9th.
So they put somebody in center field as defensive. They won't let me override that. So, and I guess that's okay. I mean, it takes Carl Furillo out of the game, and I don't think they would do that. But again, I can't override that one. All right. Jim Hughes looking to get the win here. Save it for himself. We got 4, 5, 6 coming up. Joe Adcock has doubled, reached on an error in 4 plate appearances. Ooh, 6-1 is not normally good, but on Joe Adcock that is. So that's a 59. So that's a single to left.
The third baseman is playing in.
Yeah, I don't think Thompson, his error rating is probably better than Furillo's in center field, but his range is the same. So I would have overridden that if I had the option. So Hank Aaron, who is 0 for 4 today, he's got some double play opportunities on his card, so I'm going to hit and run. I don't want to have another double play. Let's see what we can do here. Come on, Hammer and Hank. 2-1. That would have been a
It's a hit
out.
and run.
All right, so anything over a 3, and he's out at second. And he's out at second. So Adcock is out at second base, 4-3. Hank Aaron reaches on a fielder's choice with the hit and run. And Andy Pafko. I'm going to let him hit away. He's got a few double play opportunities too, but he's 2 for 4 today. Five, 4, 3. Jim Hughes doesn't have a very good column 5 rating. So it looks like that's going to be. Looks like that's going to be a walk if I'm reading it right.
Ball 4.
All right, Danny O'Connell. He's 2 for 4 today. Six, 2. Cox is a 3, 7. Looks like that's going to be a force out at second. Looks like we avoided a double play at least. Or a possible double play on the pivot man. So anything under a 3 and under is a double play. And it's a 2.
Brooklyn wins a nail biter. Goodbye, everybody.
Well, Brooklyn wins all 3 games of the series. Let's see how the other games are going. Carl Furillo is the MVP with his 3-run homer. Dave Jolly takes the loss to go to 1-3. Jim Hughes picks up the win in relief to go 1-2. So all our game. Hey, the Cubs or the Pirates knocked off the Cubs, so that will keep us 2 games out of first place. Philadelphia won, so that will put them in second place. And wow, the Giants lost again. Got beat 12-0. Let's look at that game. Looks like Brooks Lawrence pitched a shutout. Johnny Antonelli is having he had a really good year in real life. He is having a very off year along with his Giants. So they're at 500. I imagine they'll make a run later, so I'm glad they're playing poorly now because that will make it one less easier down the stretch. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Tough loss for the Braves. We open a 4-game stand with the Pirates, so hopefully we can make up some ground there. And I will see you next time.